Happy Friday, everyone! We're here, we've made it. Well, I'm here and I've made it. I don't know about you. I assume you're here as well. If you're watching this, you're here. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to Bishy Fistness, your favourite fishy Friday night fiasco. I just made that up. Yes, we had some technical difficulties, but I think we have overcome the technical difficulties. If someone could confirm they can indeed see and hear me, that will um, mark the end of the technical difficulties. While you do that, I'll pretend that everything's fine and say, hello, Brian, first in the chat. I think Mandy might have beaten, but it's first in the chat that I can see. There's me going, hello, because my chat function had broken. Aquarium Delirium is here. Nice to see you, as is Stuart. Nice to see you, Stuart. Technical difficulties I have overcome. I have conquered them. I found my glass. Yes, I did find my glass. Start off with a little bit of gentle shilling. If anyone would like a glass like this, I sold my first legitimate glass on Etsy, so I'm well on my way to covering all my Etsy fees. A tiger barb version of this, and I even got nice feedback from the person as well. So very good stuff. There's probably a link somewhere, but I'm very happy with these glasses. Expensive, but I'm very happy with them. What am I having tonight to kick off the thing? The New Relic Mosaic IPA from that fine purveyor of fancy beers, Lidl. Hans is in. Hi from Sweden. Hi, Hans. How are we doing? Stuart from a dry but soon to be stormy Wolverhampton. Well, we've got it at the moment. It is, as we say in Glasgow, Pishnit Dune. The heavens have just opened. Well, they've just finished opening, I think. So the storm has moved on. We're good. Audio, video, good. Glad I've not wasted the last 5 minutes talking nonsense. Brian's here, but in body, but not soul. Oh dear. I will not ask any more questions. Bubbling Fins UK, nice to see you again. 2 weeks in a row. Wow. Lee from a cold and rainy Bolton. Yeah, cold and rainy. That describes Sheffield pretty well. I might have to be in Bolton next week. One of my clients is in Bolton. They've asked me to go on Wednesday, but like, leave my house. So I might have to, under duress, visit Bolton next Wednesday. Graham, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Everything looks good, but the red hue is set to... No, the red hue is just my face, I imagine. Because I'm hot and bothered trying to fix everything. Mandy says, my original hello was just to remind people to hit the like button on the way in. So if you haven't, then hit the like button. Thank you very much. As always, this is free. You don't need to pay to play. So the only charge is a wee like or a comment. If you don't feel comfortable liking, a dislike is also fine. Or just a hello. That'll do. Apple Gal, hello everyone from Newfoundland. Home from work long enough to feed my fish and make a batch of kombucha. It's a fun word to say. Kombucha. Kombucha. What's the other one that's fun to say? Machu Picchu. I've enjoyed saying that this week. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you either. Anyway, there you go. There's all the links. If you want to buy stuff, subscribe to stuff, find out more stuff, you will find a link in there. I have... we'll talk about this all a bit later. But what we've got for your delectation tonight is a little bit of talk of what's going on, future plans, potentially, of what we might be doing with the channel, the brand. Not brand, you know what I mean. Maybe some new ideas and some new things, which I want to run past you, because you're like the hardcore. So, as much as I love live streaming, there's like, what, we get 50 people sometimes, max. Sometimes 70 or 80, but 50 people, that's a good average. The videos get more than that, so I treat you as the hardcore. You'll turn up and give me your true opinions, which I value. So I'll ask you a few things that I'm thinking about doing later on. And we've also got some news about Brian's tank. some forced news potentially. I don't know if you can see. I'll see if anybody spots anything as we go on. We've of course got a brand new month of quizzing, so if this is your first time here, now is the time to get involved in the quiz. So we'll be aiming to start off the monthly quiz at 9:30. The monthly quiz is where we play every Friday during the month of June. Oh, it's June already. And all the points get totted up, and at the end of the month, whoever's got the most points wins, and you win a prize. So not everybody can make it every week. So, you know, if you're here now, you're getting a banker in. That's a banker, I was calling you, a banker, not anything else. And then later on, after that, we'll do the Eliminator, where you can win an instant prize potentially. And we are introducing the new members benefits. So if you're a member of the channel, you get extra points in the quiz. We'll talk about it again as a little reminder beforehand, and an extra life if you're a hero member in the Eliminator quiz. There we go. So you've got that to look forward to about 9:30. And until then, I will continue to blabber about stuff like Brian says, if I was a horse, I'd be well on my way to the glue factory. Well, his Manflu still got units grips. Poor Brian. Let's all do a collective awe for Brian. Great Ocean, Disaster Aquariums, have you continued to polish the tannins? I have, but I'm going to stop now because it's now looking a bit too clean. I do actually like the tannins. So this is in reference to my latest video, which is a good segue. Thank you. You've brought me onto one of the things I'm thinking about. So the latest video was about me, I'll start a bit earlier. The video previous to that was about me putting in the big oak roots into the tank to provide more cover for the fishies, and they immediately turned it into a tank of tea. So I like tannins, but that was taking the piss. That was a bit too much. So I was looking for a way to get rid of the tannins, but I do like tannins. So I think it makes the tank look more natural. It makes the colours on fish pop a lot. As much as I'm an equal opportunities fish keeper. I love a crystal clear glass aquarium display tank where it's just like, wow, that's so clean, that looks awesome. But I also love a more natural, tannin, tea stained, to a degree, tank, because I think it makes the colours on, especially more wild looking fish or natural looking fish, makes the colours pop. So like a silverfish in a dark tank, more muted reds, browns and greens, even though the water's brownie, I think it just looks that much better and a little bit more natural. So especially when I've got a tank full of horrific plastic plants, the brown just kind of muted that a little bit and made it all look, it's fine. But it was like, whoa, that's too much. So I used a product. Used a product in particular. It was this one called Vunline, which is not going to focus on, which was from Amazon. It's kind of like half the price, if not more, less than half the price of the equivalent Seachem product. So your Seachem, I always want to say Seachem Matrix, but it's not Matrix, it's Seachem. I should really do like an outcuts of that video, because there was a not insignificant part of that video, me sat in front of the camera going, so it's like half the price of Seachem. Then like a full minutes of silence while I tried to go crank. Come on, Graham, what's it called? Seachem Prime? No, it's not Prime. Matrix? No, it's not Matrix. And I now can't remember again. I'm going to scroll down in case someone else has just told me what it's called. Nope, thank you, helpful people. I'm going to have to look it up now. Seachem Purigen. There we go. God, why is that such a hard thing to remember? Anyway, this is a product along the same lines as Purigen, does the same sort of thing. And what was it? It was rated for something like 180 litres or something. This is meant to do. Now, obviously, I've got 2,500 litres, so I wasn't expecting anything. But the fact that it made a difference at all, I was a bit like, whoa. So I bought another one, and I've got more coming as well. And I'm running them. And two of these in like 4 days has cleared up that aquarium ridiculously well. So, as part of that, a bunch of people had commented privately and on the video to saying, well, you know, that's just a polymer that you can buy in bulk from such and such place. Has made me look into that because even this is expensive. When I found out how much you can. Now, obviously, not everybody's in the market to buy like 200 kilos of the stuff, but I think if I. So, this potential sideline I'm thinking of doing on the website is selling this stuff or a version of this stuff because the actual chemicals, the actual product itself to buy unbranded is pretty cheap. So I think I can still make a massive saving for customers against this while still making a healthy margin. And that's kind of the idea about everything that I want to do on my website. So any of the things that I sell, the food, the plants, they're kind of, or the idea is they should be cheaper than you can get them anywhere else because I'm not doing this necessarily as a business. Yes, I need to make money to make it worth doing, but I don't need to make the kind of money I need to make if this was the only thing I was doing, if that makes sense. I also don't want to undercut someone that is relying on this as a business too much either, because then that's a bit of a dick move. So there's a fine balance to find. But I think there's nobody that I know of in the UK doing this. So I don't mind undercutting some Chinese brands. So I think I can. It's a maybe thing. I'm thinking of doing it because I was just so impressed with the product that I've used Purigen in the past and it's been fine with it. I just don't like the bleach recharging thing. And it's just seemed a bit of a faff to recharge. I love carbon, but it's a single use thing. So this kind of fits in between where it's a reusable product. So you're not just going through it and then throwing it out. And it's pretty cheap and it doesn't need bleach. So it's not going to, no lapses in concentration are going to kill your fish. So I really like this kind of thing because it's just recharged with salt water. I have since found out you can actually recharge Purigen with salt water as well. It just doesn't go back to white because it's effectively as Purigen. So there's that, but Purigen is going to be like 10 times more expensive than the thing I sell if I get around to selling it. So that's where I'm thinking. That's one of the products that I'm thinking of launching. Okay, we'll move on from business Graham to fish friendly beer drinking Graham. Nom, 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 nom. But until I do bring out the product, if you use the link in the description to buy it yourself, I will get like 6p. That'll be good. Fish Fringy Addiction says hello all, and Stevie P says hello. Hello yourself. Can I wait, Mandy, just to make it look like an engaged like and view? Yes, you can. Here's the thing: is anybody watching on a computer? If I say like and subscribe, does something down here go wee woo woo woo? Interested. Yes, you can become a member. Even if you do it now, you will still get the benefit when we come to do the quiz. That'd be nice too. All good. Hello from a rainy Cornwall, says Colin. Yes, it's been a bit rainy here. It's just started again, actually. After watching MD's latest video, I really think you need to speak to your Fluval rep after all the free stuff he just got. Oh, I have not watched that. I will. I mean, I can't believe how good Fluval have been to me. They've sent me thousands of pounds worth of stuff. So I don't feel aggrieved if someone else is getting more. He does have 10 times more subscribers and viewers than I have, so it seems fair that he gets more, I suppose. So I don't begrudge him, but yeah, if there's new products and I'm not getting the new products, I will definitely get on. I thought MD belonged to API. Well, he does like Superfish and various other things, doesn't he? I don't know. If he's smart, he won't be exclusively with anyone, unless they're paying him very well, I imagine. Brian the fish seems to be upset. Upset, buddy? I think he's all right. So you might be able to see there, Brian the fish has a friend at the moment. The friend is very much upset. Brian's fine with it. But we've got one of the silver dollars is in with Brian for a bit of R&R. In fact, I wonder if I can show you this picture. Bear with me a second. This was a site which greeted me the other day. It says Mega Tank and the biggest of the bass with one of the silver dollars in his mouth. So I was here, sat at my desk, working away quite happily, and there was just an almighty crash. And I thought, God, one of those fishes tried to jump out and smashed into the lid. But no, one of those fish had tried to eat one of the silver dollars and smashed into the lid. So there was a bit of a panic for a while. It was a bit like, oh, what's going on? And my epic forethought of, oh, I'm going to add loads of plants and cover to this tank to make the fish feel more secure, also means it's harder to catch the fish when they're being problematic. So here ensued a 40-minute battle between me and the mono, trying to catch him and trying to tease that fish out of his mouth. It's far too big for him. So the saving grace maybe is that it's one of the smaller silver dollars that he'd gone for, but even then he's still a little bit too big for eating, I would have thought. So yeah, we had that, which then led to this. Me being soaked to the skin trying to catch the bugger. So that was fun. So that means that he's in there now for a bit of R&R, because Brian doesn't mind. He's kind of fine with the silver dollars. So, and the whole reorganizing Mega Tank was because one of the smaller bass was showing interest in the silver dollars. So I think I'm just going to have to get rid of the silver dollars from that tank, which means, or does it mean, Mega Tank 3? So we have Brian and the silver dollars in one tank, and then we have the bass and the Oscars in the other tank. Maybe that's possibly what we're thinking. APIs as usual, not mentioned once as it was a fully Fluval sponsored video. Well, that kind of makes sense. If he is doing a sponsored video for Fluval, he's not going to mention their competitors in that video. Right, sorry, where did we get to? Purigen, yes, that's the stuff. Phil's in. Phil, oh, I received a package from you. I meant to say thank you, but I forgot. I've been a bit busy. Bloody work getting in the way. So I had a care package from Phil. We have some new stickers. Hooray! So we've got Brian stickers, Angel stickers, Discus stickers, me stickers. Thank you very much, Phil. Plastic plants bring back memories of childhood and puke coloured gravel. Yeah, I haven't gone for the puke coloured gravel in Mega Tank. Not yet, anyway. That'd be a vision, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll do that in Mega Tank 3. The most offensive fish tank on YouTube. That'd get some views, wouldn't it? I was going to apply for Dickhead Comment of the Week and say, have you heard of active carbon? If you had said that, you would not have been the first to say that. That was very much a staple comment, shall we say, of people going, carbon's cheaper. And I was like, yeah, carbon's like £1 cheaper. And you only get to use that once. I was trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm doing a new thing where I'm not the grumpiest bugger on the internet. What happened to the pro plywood tank builder sideline? Well, you'd be surprised how little demand there is for pro plywood tank builders. I will offer. Maybe I should put that on my Etsy store as well. I'll come to your house and build you a plywood tank. I'm on a PC. Nothing's going wee woo apart from my head. Okay. Naughty bass. Very naughty bass. Indeed. I just can't believe that he did it after, and it was like an hour after a fairly large feeding. I usually do like pellets, which I'll do kind of mid-morning when the lights come on. I'll give them a feed, give them some pellets. I've got a mixture of like Hikari stuff and some generic ones that I've got. So I'll feed them some pellets. And then this day I'd also done a big feed of prawns, mussels, and chopped up whitefish. So it'd been like a power feeding day. So I don't know. I was just looking at them like, I don't know if everyone has this experience, but I was going to say I have a 13-year-old son, but I have a 15-year-old son who he's like that. He's like a rake, and he'll sit and scran fish and chips, a massive pudding, and then half an hour later I'll be back down going, I'm hungry, I need some crisps or something. I'm like, where is it all going? What? I don't. Tommy's in. Howdy, Earthlings. Howdy, Tommy. Nice to see you. That poor silver dollar has seen things unspeakable. Oh, very much so. I couldn't document it all, obviously. Sorry. Whoa. Don't zoom in on that. But I had to. The way I got it was basically spend 40 minutes trying to chase it around the tank, trying to catch it, because it never got in any further than that. But yes, poor fish. That's all I can say. He must be traumatized. But when I finally caught the fish, I couldn't get it out because it was like, no, it's my dinner. Bugger off. You're not having any of this. And like it was proper clamped on it, and the only way I could get it out because it was too slippy to use my fingers was to get a clamp on its tail, and then kind of try and open the mouth with my fingers, which was a big kerfuffle. And eventually, just kind of went, I've had enough of this, and spat it out. But it spat it out, and the fish, no word of a lie, for the next like half an hour was just kind of like, obviously it wasn't blinking, but it was like, it's kind of listing around like that. So I got it out, put him back in with Brian, and he's been fine, to be fair. I don't know why he's hiding in the corner now. I don't know why they're both hiding over there. Have I said something? He's making a recovery. That's all I'll say. Brian and the Silver Dollars played at the bar up the street last night. Mega Tank 3. Well, maybe. That could be a thing. We'll have to think about it. Mark says, at least you have more hair than MD. Well, marginally, and most of it's there, I suppose. Rebecca's in as well. Nice to see you. Bubblegum coloured gravel and pineapple decorations. Oh, no. I don't know about that. Rebecca says, I was releasing my new ghost slugs into my worm farm. Sounds like a code. Are you safe? Are you trying to tell us something? Have you been kidnapped? Let's blink twice if you need help. Yeah, as Brian says, is that code for something? Skipper's in. Right, we need to put Z-Link to Z-Quiz in Z-Chat while I finish doing this. Let me just copy that. Remember, this is the first week of the new quiz, so you've got every chance of getting a leak going. It looks like I've missed stuff on. Oh no, that was a private message between me and Liam, the guy that I got the fish from. Going, is he always an arsehole? Am I not feeding him enough? What's going on? So it wasn't on the public part of Discord. It was more of a private message. That's what I was trying to say. Right, I've now lost. Hang on, I lost the quiz. Here we go. Good you managed to get it out. Otherwise, cutting it out would be amazing. Amazing. It's been traumatizing. Difficult, not amazing. Yes, difficult. It would have definitely been difficult. its life flashed before its eyes. Yeah. And it was in there for a good long time. Like I say, it was a good half hour of me chasing it around trying to get it. So I'm surprised it's made it. And that was a couple of days ago now. Seems to be okay. A long, long, long day. 3 longs. Spent 3 hours trying to get dry ice for something I need to ship on Monday. Ooh. Interesting. More fake plants? Yeah, maybe I do need more fake plants. I don't know. Right. Quiz for Lisa's out there who like scanning things. There's the scanny bit. And remember, what was that noise? Those of you who are members have an extra 75 points that you get to use at any point, but you have to tell me you want them. And can anyone remember how they ask for their points? Because I can't. First of all, I need to fire up the software that does that. So let's do that. Sorry, it disappeared for a minute. I think it might be exclamation mark 75. Yes, you could be right, Mandy, without the question mark. But I forgot to load up the Streamlabs chatbot, which makes that functionality work. So if you give me a second, we can test that. These are going to have some more points. That also works. But you do have to be a member. I don't want anybody cheating the system. Why is that beeping? What's that noise? I'm just going to put Discord on silent for a moment. Bear with me, I'm doing live. Not live spreadsheeting this week, it's live sound altering. Why is it not working? Show me. Up volume, there we go. Discord, shut up. Discord, shut up. There we go. We're good. So here are your instructions. If you type exclamation mark followed by cheers, it will say cheers. This is all the instructions. Okay, we'll go through them. Congrats, that will congratulate all the winners. Crickets, if someone makes a terrible joke. 75, if you remember, then it will add points to the quiz. So it'll just remind me. Don't use that one. We don't care about wake up. And surprise. And I can't remember. I literally can't remember what that does. That's Discord. It is Discord. I don't know why Discord won't shut up. All the live long day, it's giving it beep, 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 beep. And I continually go and tell the sound settings, make Discord shut up, and it never does it. I think the next move is nominating, taking the points off a non-member.
Surprising.
Surprising. Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, now we're all trying things. Yeah, that was clever, Graham. Well done. I think we'll need to have a new tier of membership. So you'll have to pay a lot of money to be that unfair to the non-members. Right, are we ready? I think we are ready. We have 20 people in for the Z quiz so far. Let me just find the quiz page again because it's gone away. But then Brian would be on minus 700. Oh, don't be that. He's no feeling well. Leave him alone. I mute most. Yeah, it's like it just randomly will unmute itself though. I'll be sat here working away doing something. It'll just be like like, I'm not that popular. They can't all be for me, and they never are. They never are. Bare Bottom Branton is here. A blanket hello to everyone. A blanket hello to yourself. Right, so I think I might need the spreadsheet to check who is a member and who isn't, but I will do that in the background because I'm clever like that. And we will now start the quiz. And in fact, I'm going to move myself up here this time. Then I can look down at the quiz and it'll almost look natural when I'm reading it over there. Are we ready? In fact, let me just double check quickly that we are going to start on question one. We are going to start on question one. It's nice to know. Here we go. 20 seconds. Good luck, everybody. So, just me, by the way, shelling this powder potentially isn't the update I was thinking of doing. I've got one more, which we'll do after the quiz. But first, question number one. In what part of the human body is the hamate bone located, or the hamate? Not hamate. Hamate bone located. Is it the ankle, the ear, the hand, or the neck? The ankle, the ear, the hand, or the neck? Let's move that out of the way quickly. You have thought, oh, 6 ankles, 10 ears, 2 correct people, and 3 necks, because it is indeed the hand. Hamate bones is located in the hand, specifically at the base of the palm, on the wrist. One of 8 small bones known as the carpals. There you go. Fastest there was Beza, 79 points. Fastest of the 2, yeah. Ryan, you were fastest of everyone else who got it wrong. You got it wrong faster than anyone else. That's an achievement. Question number 2. How many US presidents have the first name James? Six, 4, 9, 8. What is it? While I rush around deleting... Ah, no, not that. I rush around sorting things out on the spreadsheet. Will you answer that? Also, big news. I will be on the longest quiz in YouTube history tomorrow at 7 p.m. or between 7 and midnight, or however long it goes on for, on the It's Fishy quiz. Mostly moaning about how long and slow the quiz is. But tomorrow will be different. I'll be get on it. Hurry up. Come on, get this done. Finished in an hour. 2 people went for 8, 3 people went for 9, 5 people went for 6, but only 4 people went for 4. It was indeed 6. Tried to catch you out there. What do points make? Prizes! Oh, someone's wanting points. Let me just get rid of this for a second. See what's going on. Adam has asked for his points. Fair enough. But Lee is in first place, Juggler in second, Lamoy in third. Is that going to be the case when I add in Adam's points? Is Adam still called Gourmet Gourmet? Prizes! Someone else wants the points. I am not seeing a Gourmet Gourmet. Have you changed your name? Who else wants them? Andy wants them. Zany McGinger has 0 points, so 0 plus 75. That's an easy one. There you go. There's your 75 points. That's Bass Eats. Okay. You stuck with that for the month, you know. There we go. How many extra points can members obtain during a quiz? They get one chance to add 75 points throughout the entire quiz. So you might want to do it just before the gambling, just after the gambling. So there's a little bit of tactics still in there, but it's basically one extra question's worth of points. Almost. A fairly quickly answered question, that's all. Right, but enough of that. Question 3. Texan teenager won the 2025 National Spelling Bee in the US, spelling which word correctly this week? Is it éclaircissement, sesquiquadrillion, car, or over uselessness? What word won the US National Spelling Bee? Live answers. 1 for éclaircissement, sesquiquadrillion, got most of them. Over uselessness, I put that one in, I'm afraid, because what a useless talent. And one person went with car. It was surprisingly not. It was not car. It was éclaircissement, which is a synonym for enlightenment. So now you go. Let's see who got that one right. Applegal got it right. Well done. What's just happened? Oh, now I'm going to do live spreadsheeting. Loads more people have got memberships. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, yay! Thank you, whoever that was. I'm sure it'll pop up in a minute. Right. I'm going to have to pause the game for a moment while we do a little bit of admin. Because we've got all the members here. And a whole bunch of new ones have just been. So, let me see. We've got Graham Holbrook. We've got Into the Future. We've got Prodigal Aquarist. We've got, how many have we done? Empire of Dirt. Whoever this is really wants the playing field to be level. We've got Bakehouse. We've got Carl. Oh, Stephen P. Thank you, Stephen. Gillian Thompson, Ginger. Thompson, Ginger, Barney. Craig's Catfish Cave. I think that was it. But thank you, Stephen. Yeah. A French word. Well, yeah. I was surprised by that as well. That's why I made it a question. Thank you, Stephen P, says FishFam Link, for gifting 0 memberships. FishFam Link, go home. You're drunk. Thanks, Stephen, but also why? I think in part just to see me clap and struggle to do all this live. But thank you, though, nevertheless. It's very happy. Because chaos, yes. Why not? So, all the new members, if you want to claim your extra points, just type in !75 and I will add some points. Right. Question number 4, and welcome all the new members. Which fashion designer produces the 1990s unisex fragrances 1 and B? Calvin Klein, Tom Ford, Ralph Lauren, or Yves Saint Laurent. If I could have afforded it, I would have done 50 like Jeff does to me. And you must have done about 50 by now. Done this a few weeks in a row now. You can come back. Thank you very much, Stephen. It's ridiculously appreciated. 16 Calvin Kleins, 6 Ralphs, and 1 Eves. It was, of course, Calvin Klein. Even I remember CK1. That was a big thing in the 90s. We've got Mona Lee in first, Bassets, and Zenny make up your top 3. Move on to question number 5. Before they were famous, what legendary British band evolved from the lesser-known group, the Quarrymen? Was it the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the Who? Sorry, that wasn't a clue. I just like saying it like that. Or Led Zeppelin. Who were the Quarrymen? The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the Who, or Led Zeppelin? Come on, Rebecca, this is your wheelhouse. 60s prog rock and stuff like that. Oh, I did not expect that. 8 for the Rolling Stones, 6 for the Beatles, 7 for the Who, and 2 for Led Zeppelin. It was the Beatles, famously. The Beatles. Juggler back to his rightful place at the top. Bonzo in second. Mona Lee getting that one wrong, drops down to third. That's a number. Third. Did you get that one, Rebecca? I missed it. I thought that was an easy one. I thought everyone would have got that one. Zenning missed it as well. Ugh, sheesh. Rebecca missed it. Question number 6. What was Taylor Swift rumoured to have spent $600 million on this week? Was it a second division baseball team, a murder for hire contract on Kanye West, her master recording rights, or a private luxury jumbo jet? What did she spend $600 million on this week? Refreshment break. Also, anyone see my latest video, see my new chair in the fish room. I'm particularly proud of that. I've had 2 naps on it today alone. Anyway, you all thought it was either a new jumbo jet or her master recordings. It was, in fact, her master recordings. This was in the news, yes. This is one of my categories. You know, a little bit of fish, a little bit of news, and some random stuff. Next one is a new beer for me. I've still got some of my Beer 52 stuff left. This one's called Somebody Stop That Pigeon. Because, yeah, why wouldn't it be called that? Question number 7. In a 1927 novel by Henry Williamson, what type of animal is Tarka? Is it a hare, an otter, a chimp, or a tiger? There's one for the readers amongst us. Although it was it a film as well at some point? I seem to remember watching this as a film. What type of animal is Tarka? Is it Tarka the hare? Is it Tarka the otter? Not chimp, it's not tiger, it's Tarka the otter. The same animal as a ring of bright water. Wasn't the book called Ring of Bright Water, and Tarka the Otter was the main thing? I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. SGH moves into first ahead of Juggler. Remember, new members, you get to add points if you want some points. Some crickets for Mal for some reason. Peters is like a Tika, but a little otter. That was justified, Brian. Well done. Question number 8. What is the actual given last name of the fictional character Hello Kitty? Is it Kitty Mitty, Kitty Cat, Kitty Angel, or Kitty White? Oh, somebody stopped that pigeon. It's actually quite nice. It's fresh, refreshing. What's the actual last name of fictional character Hello Kitty? Quite the divide. We're not sure, are we? Is it Kitty Mitty, Kitty Cat, Kitty Angel, Kitty White? What's the theme of this quiz? Rage. Sorry, I didn't get to spend as much time as I usually do on the quiz. I was forced to do some actual work. Although it's not that bad, is it? Kitty White is the actual name. Laurie Carriday makes it into the top 3. Bassett's got that one right as well. Hello Kitty isn't a cat, really? Must be a cat, surely. Question number 9. How many total triangles? Oh, this isn't going to make the quiz fans anymore fan-like. How many total triangles are on a traditional backgammon board? 16, 12, 20, or 24? I assume you all play backgammon. Yeah. Might go back to letting the winner of the quiz pick a theme for the following week. Theme can be easy or no stupid questions. Again, quite the split. 24 being the most popular answer because it is the correct answer. Well done, 10 people. Traditional backgammon board consists of 24 narrow triangles known as points. They alternate in colour and are distributed equally on each player's side of the board. There you go. Now you know. Laurie Carriday drops out of the top 3. Juggler, Bonzo, and Bassett's dollars. Texas Tom gets some points down in 21. Stevie P still in 16th. Mal yet to get off the board. As we move into our first gambling question. So, if anybody wants to get some points before the gambling, or are you all saving them for after the gambling? Who knows? You've missed your chance, because here comes the question. Red pill or blue pill? That's your cryptic clue. I'll give up. Your question is, by what moniker does this cinematic sci-fi action character go by? Is this Trinity, Cypher, Morpheus, or Neo? What do we think? Don't bet all your points, Mal. especially if you're going with Morpheus. At least I'm not going down to 13. Someone's confident. 3 for Trinity, 1 for Cypher, 6 for Morpheus. I kind of spoiled it there, didn't I? That's not the right answer. And 13 for Neo. Correct answer is Neo, of course, from the Matrix. What's that done to the scores? Juggler, Bass, and Lorry Carry Day are all your top 3 after the first round of 10 questions. Applegal, Treblecox, Brian, Error 404. What do points make?
Prizes!
Prizes! Colin, Lemoy, Skipper, Mark, Mal, and Koopa all on 0. Lisa wants some points. Okay. Let me just double check. Lisa, you are Mona Lee, if I am not mistaken. Let's find you. You're currently on 330, so that puts you on 405. No calculator needed. Was that anyone else? I think it was just Lisa, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, on to question number 11. What Academy Award nominated military legal drama is shown in this GIF? You can't handle the truth! Is it G.I. Jane, The General's Daughter, A Few Good Men, or Courage Under Fire? JT, how we doing? Nice to see you. Oh, the GIF isn't playing for me. It's someone going, you can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson going, you can't handle the truth. What film was that? Is it G.I. Jane, The General's Daughter, Few Good Men, Courage Under Fire? If you answer in chat, I'll give you some points, just to keep it fair. Won't be here for long as I'm working tomorrow, but first I need to think of an awesome title for my new discus tour video. Got to go with something like the biggest discus facility in Europe. Maybe. Something like that. What do we think? 1 person for G.I. Jane, 1 for General's Daughter, 2 for Courage Under Fire, making that 4 incorrect people, because of course it was A Few Good Men. Juggler got it right anyway. Must have been my awesome impression, I imagine, yeah. Question number 12. Who is the bigger bell end? Donald Trump or Elon Musk? Gonna be honest, they're both the right answers, so it's more just an interesting social experiment to see who everybody hated more. Adam says, what is a bell end? I thought that was universal, to be fair. It's a graphical description of male genitalia. Shall we go with? We've gone with 16 of you think it's Donald Trump. 6 of you think it's Elon Musk. Seems fair. The correct answer was, as you both thought, both of them. Frickin' idiots. These are the people elected. No. Moving on. Everybody got some points there. Well done. Which South American city is famous for its Copacabana beach? Is it Quito, Rio de Janeiro, Montevideo, or Buenos Aires? I would have went Graham. How very dare you? Which South American city is famous for the Copacabana beach? Is it Quito, Rio de Janeiro, Montevideo, or Montevideo, or Buenos Aires? You all thought it was Rio or Buenos Aires. It was Rio. Of course it was. You want to be in Rio if you want to go to the Copacabana, where music and passion are always in passion. Down at the Copa, we fell in love. Anyway, sorry. So, Juggler, SGH, Bassett making up the top three. Still, not that. No one's really running away with it. 860 points after 13 questions is not a lot. So all the way down, anyone in the top 10's got a chance in the remaining questions. Question number 14. Which NBA team was once known as the Detroit Gems? This is your sports ball question, Stephen, just for you. Know how you love them so. Is it the Chicago Bulls, the Boston Celtics, the LA Lakers, or the New York Knicks? Who was known as the Detroit Gems? I do love that gif. I think it was the Bulls, 4 for the Celtics, 3 for the Lakers, and 4 for the Knicks. It was indeed the Lakers. The LA Lakers were once known as the Detroit Gems before they moved to Minneapolis in 1947 and eventually in 1960 to LA. The team's name is derived from the state of Minnesota's nickname, the Land of 10,000 Lakes. SJH takes the lead with that one. Then Boss got that one right as well. As did Brian. Well done, Brian. Sorry, I must stop sounding surprised when Brian gets a question right. Question 15. What does the company G-Plan, founded in the 1950s, make? Is it suits, furniture, bicycles, or wine? What does the company G-Plan make? Steve says, thanks, I hated it. We have 12 people going for furniture. Miles caught me out. Somebody watched the chase tonight. Yeah, I needed the last few questions. Whenever I'm running out of time, I go upstairs and I watch all the TV quiz shows to get the last few questions in. The answer is indeed furniture. Nobody in the top 4 got it right. Tom and Jerry moves into 5 by getting it right. Zenny got it right. And I'm pretty sure is moaning about it, even though she got it right. This quiz is stupid, or maybe I am, but in any case, I'm unhappy about all of it. Is G Plan just a British thing then? I imagine that's why. Well, no, because Mandy got it right. I don't know. Question 16. What 1990s band ends their final studio album in utero with the line, All in all is all we are. I won't attempt to sing it like they do. Is it REM, Nirvana, Soundgarden, or Pearl Jam? Adam says, now the picture matches, or does it? Yes, it does. 16 of you going with Nirvana. Of course it was Nirvana. Well done, 16 people. SGH missed it, but Juggler and Bass got it. Bonzo, Tom Jerry, Zenny, Laurie Kerry Day, Stevie P, and others all got that one. Well done. Now, there are a whole bunch of new members tonight, and not many of you have claimed your quiz points. You're running out of questions to claim them. You say that as if you don't expect me to whine about the quiz when I'm failing miserably. Sometimes I like the whinging just as much as the compliments. Question number 17. What is the only country in Europe that has consistently used its original name since establishment in 681 AD? Is it Denmark, Monaco, Portugal, or Bulgaria? What do points make? Prizes! Oh, somebody has... You have to be a member and playing the quiz, Jack. That doesn't count. What do we think? Who has always been called what they're currently called? Is it Denmark, Monaco, Portugal, or Bulgaria? Oh, a nice even spread. Usually an indicator that we don't know. So 7 for Denmark, 6 for Monaco, 6 for Portugal, 4 for the correct answer, Bulgaria. Bulgaria is recognised as the only country that has consistently retained its original name since its founding in 681. There you go. Now you learn things as well. Bulgaria, the empire was established following the integration of Slavic tribes and Proto-Bulgarians in the region within the country steadily preserving its name throughout history. Bass up into second. Oh, joint first, in fact. Must be second on the count back. Question number 18. What does legendary investor and CEO of firm Berkshire Hathaway announced he will step down from the position by the end of the year? George Soros, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Peter Lynch? What legendary investor and CEO announced he will step down from Berkshire Hathaway by the end of the year? Again, this was in your news. Another way to ask this is, who is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway? Or Berkshire Hathaway? I thought more people would have got that one. It is Warren Buffett. Bass got it, Bonzo got it, Tom and Jerry, Zenny, and Stevie P got it. Amongst other people. Well done, all you lot. Penultimate question time. I was looking for Donald Duck. Who is he? He's like the most famous investor in the world. If anything, I know he can't be like a good billionaire, but one of the less evil ones. Penultimate question, number 19. Deadlift, squat, and bench press are disciplines of which sport? If you watch the chase tonight, you might get this one as well. Is it weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding, or answer option D? That's meant to say, what is that meant to say? CrossFit, I think. There you go. Deadlift, squat, and bench press are disciplines in which sport? Huh? Graham? This is the discipline of lifting your wife over the threshold when you first married. Mandy didn't know A and B were different. Well, prepare to have that difference explained to you. A, B, and C are the same thing. They very much are not. "12 idiots went for weightlifting. 6 clever people went for powerlifting. 4 idiots went for bodybuilding. And no idiots went for answer option D. The answer is powerlifting. And the reason is weightlifting. If you enter a weightlifting competition, you do the snatch or the clean and jerk. If you enter powerlifting, you do deadlifts, squats, and bench. Bodybuilding is posing, and CrossFit is farting about on treadmills and such. And now you know. What has that done to the scores? Bonzo and Tom and Jerry make a play to the top 3. Bass Eats Dollars, no points, but just over the 1,000 points. And given that last week the winner, I think, got nearly 4,000 points. It was a low scoring week, so I apologise, everyone. But everyone's low scoring, so it's still fair. You still have to wait lift for all of them. No. No, you don't. Well, yes, you do, but you don't have to do those particular disciplines of weightlifting. Right. Final question. Anybody who is a member who has not yet typed in !75 is losing out on points. If you don't do that by the time I come back with my next refreshment. Lost your chance. In fact, Stephen, don't you need to do that? And other people, or you just got too much money this month, points throwing it away. Prizes! There you go. There's someone's done it. What do points make? Prizes! Right, who was that? Stephen. Just quite right. Okay. Stevie P 2003 is... What do points make? Currently prizes! 8th place. 790 would be 865. Moves you up as a position. Who's the next one? Eduardo, you're not even playing, are you? Who are you playing as if you're playing? Dennis, are you playing? You need to tell me what name you're using. What do points make? Prizes! Someone else has done it. Right. You have to actually be a member. Mal, you're not a member. Are you? No. You're just making this extend. Needlessly. No one wants this to go on longer than it has to. What do points make? Prizes! Worth a try, says Brian. No. Right, that's it. Last question. Final gambling question. Good luck, everybody. Here's your cryptic clue. Finally, a fish question. What do points make? Prizes! Oh, Jeff, a little bit too late there. I'll give you your 75 points afterwards if it turns out you're actually a member and playing the quiz. Question 20. Which of these is a type of fish? Triggerfish, a Rodney fish, a Del Boy fish, or a Dave fish? Mandy says, what the crap is that? So, this is a clip from a TV show called Only Fools and Horses. The main characters of Only Fools and Horses were Del Boy, Rodney, who was also called Dave, and Trigger. Pictured are Del Boy and Trigger. But only one of them is also a type of fish. You thought it was triggerfish. You were right, it was triggerfish. What has that done? In third place, Tom and Jerry, 1,908 points. In second place, Bonzo with 1,950 points, but your winner tonight, $2,034 points. It's Bass Eats Dollar. Well done, everyone. I will now do a quick bit of live spreadsheeting. Export player rankings. I know how much you all love the live spreadsheeting. There's live spreadsheeting. We're in week 1. Let me put that in there. That means your top 10 for week 1 are as follows. Bass Eats Dollars, 2,034 points. Bonzo, 1950. Tom and Jerry, 1908. Juggler, 1862. SGH, 1762. Stevie P, 1730. Lorry Carry Day, Rambo, Lemon Tetra, and Texas Tom, rounding out your top 10. Zenny McGinger, I assume, on 13. Yep, 13 points. Still better than 0. Nick on 75. Gasmus, 249. I love that you all go all out. Well done, everybody. You thought I was asking about the GIF specifically. I was trying to look at the picture for clues. No, sorry. I can see how that could be funny. Live spreadsheeting. No wonder JT didn't stay up for the live spreadsheeting. No, he's gone, hasn't he? Yeah. Top 10, and he did horrid. So that's the thing. So somebody might not turn up next week, and it might be a 4,000 point week next week. So everything to play for. Well done, everybody. Hope you didn't hate it too much. If you did, there's more coming later. We've still got more for those who are a glutton for punishment. But for now, we'll save that as June. Save that quickly before I do what I usually do, which is forget. Then I have to watch the stream back. June 25, there we go. We're good to go. So, for those of you who are members and are hero members, in the next quiz, you get a free life. You get an extra life. I didn't understand the question. I lost all my points. I don't like Only Fools and Horses. It wasn't an Only Fools and Horses question. It's a fish question that happened to use Only Fools and Horses as a bit of brightness to the question. That's all. Balls. I do like it when someone just balls. Yep, go with balls. Eduardo says thank you. Thank you, Eduardo. Nobody ever says thank you. It's usually a different word in front of you that they say after my quizzes, but you know, I'll take it. I remember the days when getting 50% was a good result in Graham's quizzes, so I'm happy. Good. I aim to please. Honestly, I know it doesn't look like it, but I do. There goes June. No! June, how many weeks have we got in June? Let's have a look. Oh, June is a 4-weeker, so you've got 3 more weeks to make it up. Don't worry. PC finished second, and that's my first time here. Excellent. Well done, PC. Bonzo, you must be then. So, really important for those of you who are first time players is when you come back next week, use the same name so as all your points get attributed and get counted up properly. Unlike some Tommies around here. He's been good recently, though. And then you get more chance of winning a prize. And what we do is at the end of June, once we get all the quizzes over with, we add up the points. Then within 6 to 8 business months, I send out a prize. I hope you like move or die or fall out of love with fish in that time, and I don't have to send you one. But I am up to date, I think. I might be 1 month behind in my prizes, but you'll get one eventually. There are people here commenting who have had prizes. But we get there eventually. Applegas says that was fun. I felt dumb, but that's okay. It's not my aim to make people feel dumb. My aim is to not make all questions answerable. Because if everybody got every question, then it would just be about fastest. Whoever's internet was quickest would get them first. There's meant to be different types of question that different types of people will know some of them and not know others, and the other people will know those ones. So it should even out. It kind of works until we get there. How does an extra life work? So if you are a hero member in the next quiz is called the Eliminator. So there are 10 questions, and if you keep getting them right, you get all 10 right, you win. If you get one wrong, you're out. But if you're a hero member, you get 1 extra life. So if you get to one wrong and you're out, you're actually allowed to stay back in and keep playing. If that makes sort of sense. Kinda. Brian says, seems I'm a glutton for getting the proverbial taken out of me. Yeah, it's all in good fun. Mandy says, you indeed, Graham. Yes. Thank you. Thanks again. Where in Scotland are you, mate? I'm in Coatbridge. I'm in Sheffield, which to the eagle-eyed amongst us will know that's not in Scotland. I've now, a sobering thought, I've now lived in England longer than I've lived in Scotland. But I did live in Cambuslang, and then East Kilbride, and now I live, and then Rutherglen, and now Sheffield. Right, where did we get to? So we're going to aim to do the next quiz in about 10 minutes or so. At past, we'll do a little bit of public service announcement. Remember, click the buttons, like the things, see the comments, all that good stuff. If you wouldn't mind going and watching a video as well, that'd be nice too. But the other thought I've had, so we've talked about maybe using some magic powder, branding it Aquarium Adventures, and selling it cheap. Plant sales. People who are in the UK, let me know if you have any interest in this. So I was watching something. So there's a local shop to me that sells like house plants, and what they do is they have a proper shop and everything. So you can go in and you can browse around. My wife was telling me this, that she went in and they were doing a live stream at the time, selling the plants in the shop on the internet, and I looked into this, and a few people do it, different genres and stuff like that, where talking to a few people, it's one of the more popular ways to do it because you get through stock faster, and for the customer, they get to see the actual plant that they'll get. So rather than going onto my website and seeing a picture of a crypt or an Amazon sword or whatever, which is a generic stock photo, you get the actual one that I show you on a live stream. So if I was to do an extra live stream each week selling goods, but literally showcasing those goods and selling those specific goods. So if you remember when I talked about my local fish shop thing, where I thought one of the benefits, or I was installing one of the benefits of shops being you physically get to go in there and pick the actual plant. And as much as the websites and stuff are all very convenient, you're taking a bit of a gamble that the plant will be a good one and that it will make it to you in good health and all that kind of stuff. So I wondered if I scheduled a live stream for when I got my plant deliveries, if we then did a live stream and gave my viewers, pardon me, like first refusal of all the plants that we get in, and then put them back on the website for everyone else who isn't a viewer as well. So that would be fine. What do you think of that as an idea? Would there be any interest? Would that be something you'd be interested in? There would be deals. There would be incentives to buy things. So it would maybe be offers, bundles, that kind of thing, where we might do this on like a Thursday night between, I don't know, like 7 and 9. Nothing else is going on a Thursday night at those times, is it? No, just kidding. Just saw Jack's name there. But I just wondered if that would be something that anybody would be interested in, or is it just a bit too mercenary, putting everything towards money and selling and all those kind of things? I don't know. So obviously it would just be the people in the UK because I only post to the UK, but would you be interested in that sort of thing? Tommy promises to change his name 3 more times. That's fine. You won't get your points if you do that. Simon thinks he got the first 5 questions wrong and still somehow managed to finish third. Again, that is by design, where you should be able to lose everything at the halfway point and still feel like you've got a chance to make it into the top 10 by the end, if not win. I think Juggler has even won from having 0 points after 10 questions before. How do I become a hero member? Well, down here there'll be a membership button. You can buy a membership. All the posh parts of Glasgow. I wouldn't say Cambuslang was particularly posh, or Rutherglen, or East Kilbride for that matter. I want to buy a plot in Scotland so I can obtain lordship. Think for it, if you furnish some dodgy website with $10, someone will sell you a lordship. The accent's still there. Well, yes, but it's, as my wife always says, it gets much broader when I go back north of the border. I'll get a beer then. Yes, you've got a few minutes. I always say, we're aiming at past, and then I'll witter on for another 10 minutes. So I'll try and be a little more succinct. But those of you who do want to get in now, while I remember, we'll do the Eliminator, bring it up on screen. For those of you who like to scan things, for all the Lisas among us. And then for those of you who like to use the link, there you go. I was watching an older video of yours earlier. I'm curious how Snowflake the Beta, R.I.P., and Professor Bubbles, R.I.P., how they are. No, they are ex-fish. They are no longer with us. Snowflake the Beta, something was wrong with Snowflake the Beta. I don't know quite how it went wrong so quickly, but yeah, that didn't last very long. Professor Bubbles got bloat, swim bladder, every kind of disease that any kind of fancy goldfish ever gets. Professor Bubbles got it. Traumatized my daughter. Didn't last long. She's now on endlers and guppies, and quite happy with them now, though. Graham was thinking of selling magic white powder. I am, but a lot less profitable version. Pitch it to me like Dragon's Den Shark Tank. So the idea is I buy wholesale and I sell retail with a markdown. The bonus for me is I get to shift products quickly and don't have to store plants and find room for them. So I don't need to make such a big margin and allow for wastage because some plants will die off. The longer I keep them, the more chance I have of losing them. So I get to reduce the prices by selling things quickly, and the bonus for, or the reason that that might work is that the customers get to see the exact plant that they will be posted rather than a stock image of Cryptocorian balance A, and then they get one that are a bit like, doesn't look like the picture. Meh. They see, I show you on a camera, it's this. I will stick it in the post now and you'll get it tomorrow. That's it. So that's the idea. You save a bit of money, I make a bit of money, everybody's happy. I planted some encore azaleas yesterday. I don't know what that is. I know what an azalea is. I don't know what an encore azalea is. I ate azaleas yesterday. She was delightful. JT still here, but going to bed. Thank you very much for joining us. JT, we must get together and discuss some form of collaboration. We need to get you over that 10k line. Let's do something together. I need to be up by 6, which is in 6.5 hours. Yeah, but you're like 18. You only need 2 hours of sleep a week, surely. That's my stupid. You know that. I do know that. Sorry. Yes, I'd like to do that. I've just checked there to see the Salvinia Natans are sold. Well, I'm probably ready to restock them because I have grown a whole bunch of them. That's a good idea. You need to take a leaf out of Jack's book and go to bed. Wouldn't that be becoming a laird? Not a lot. Ah, yes, it would indeed. Do you know? Annoyed me no end. I watched a video today where some English people were going to a Scottish pub and it was called the Sheep's Head, and they kept calling it the Sheep's Hide. Hide. They had no idea that it was meant to be head. Scottish for head. Head is head. Right. Are we about ready for the quiz? We have reached half past and we have 15 players in. Aye, a laird, me lad. True be ya on that, and that meant to be Scottish. I'm this close to asking a moderator to ban you. I'm glad it didn't put her off keeping fish in tile. No, she's pretty much the only one that's into it. The rest of them couldn't care less. I think it's because she's seen that if she shows an interest now, when I inevitably die, my channel will be bigger and she can take it over and it'll make her some money. Not that you're that overtly mercenary, my love, if you're watching this. She is. mini adventures, the only one in the family apart from Graham that enjoys it. Yep, she is the only one that enjoys it. Oh, miles behind. That's catch up. So will you buy the indica plant wholesale? Well, if you could buy that wholesale. Well, I probably could buy that wholesale. Might not be entirely legal. But yes, the idea is that I buy plants wholesale and sell them to you a little bit cheaper than usual because I don't have to store them. Visited in Aberdeen. Apparently, it was the oldest pub in Scotland, which is in Edinburgh, called the Sheep's Head. There you go. You just cleared up So I Married an Axe Murderer. That's one of my favourite films. Head versus Heed. Yeah, that's like the favourite bit. Heed! Like an orange and a toothpick. Heed! Sorry, I digress. Are we ready? We've got 17 people ready to play. One more time for those in the back not paying attention. There is the link. If you are a hero member, and I think I saw somebody become a member, did I not? Did I make that up? I did. I did. Eduardo. Thank you very much, Eduardo. Although, at the adventurers level, you don't get the free life, so thank you anyway. Eat pants. No. Yes. So, let's do a quick recap of the members. Those of you who are in orange, if you are here, so that's Nancy B in Tennessee, Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats, Matt, Adam, The Great Ocean Disaster, Angela, or Daniel. If any of you are watching, you get a free life. As well as Mandy. Why are you not showing up on that list? I must have copied over the wrong thing. There you go. And Mandy. So the way it will work in practice is if you get a question wrong, you're out, but you're allowed to continue answering questions. So you can still play along, but I will see who's actually still in. So if you're a member, you by the end of it, you need to have got, if you're a hero member, by the end of it, you need to have got 9 right. I think that's how we worked out. Mickey's not an orange again. Mickey's not an orange again. It's because I've used an old spreadsheet. Sorry. I will just quickly double check that we've got all the right people, the right places. While I talk about this. But the idea is everyone gets to play all the way through. I've just typed in everything I said there rather than YouTube. Then we work out at the end if any of you actually survived, because you know how you all like to trick me as much as possible. YouTube Studio. Members, memberships. See your members. So we've got Mickey's Aquariums, Daniel. Ah, it never works. Just export this. Kickoff time is in a minute. Greg's cat. Oh, they're all heroes. Oh God. Right, hang on. We can do this. I can do this. I'm going to do live spreadsheet again. I want to do. How do we do that again? I want to do the home. I want to see sorting, filtering, hero members. There we go. These people are the hero members. So if your name pops up anywhere here, you're allowed a free life. Okay? It's getting complicated. It's meant to make it easier. So, but yes, if you're any of those people, and Mickey, I don't know why it's not clicking him. Oh, cancel that. Any of these people get a free life. Yeah? Understood? Ready to go? Everybody happy? You're not going to be happy when you start this quiz because some of these are hard. Some of these are hard. Question number 1. Which film poster famously showcases these ill-fated ocean liner passengers standing on the ship's bow? Is it The Perfect Storm, Castaway, In the Heart of the Sea, or Titanic? Andy is already mad. They get harder. They'll just say that now. 20 people thought it was Titanic. That is indeed correct. Oh, is this broken now? DVP thinks he glitched. Oh, let's see if it kept you. Well, everybody made an answer. Well, one person didn't answer. One person was eliminated. It doesn't say who, though. If you can still answer, Stephen, keep going. We'll give you that one for free. I'm that nice a guy. Don't see your name, but rather than making everyone log in again, just continue to play and we'll add you back in. Question number 2. Birdie, mulligan, and bogey are terms associated with which point? Which point? Which sport? Is it cricket, NASCAR, golf, or athletics? Let me answer the second one. Right, good. You're still in. Everyone has gone for golf. Really? Yes. Yes, of course it was. So you might not show up here, Stevie P, but keep answering and count it up at the end. That picture was from Happy Gilmore. Yes, a film that's coming out. Happy Gilmore 2 is meant to come out. One of my favourite films, Happy Gilmore. Question number 3. What is the actual profession of globe-trotting adventure icon Indiana Jones? If I come to the UK, I'm definitely hitting you up for golf. You'll lose to a Texan. Probably would. It's been a long time since I played golf. I was actually invited on a golf weekend next month in July for my birthday. But it's traumatic. It's traumatic once being good at something and no longer being good at something. I'll tell you a story about this once the quiz is finished. What do we think? One person thought he was a weapons dealer. He was a professor of archaeology. All these people are still in. Question number 4. If you all win, the prize is going to be a sticker. Just let me make that clear. What part of the atom has no electric charge? The neutron, the electron, or the proton? 18 neutrons, 2 protons. The neutrons have it. I've got a load of people in. The questions do get a little bit harder. Question number 5. What do you call a group of flamingos? Is it a flamboyance, an explosion, a rose garden, or a pigment? I never promised you a rose garden. It is not rose garden. It is not explosion. It is flamboyance. Now, if you got that wrong and you are a hero, if you got that wrong, carry on playing anyway. But if you're a hero member, remember, you're a hero member, remember, you have an extra life. So you get, I will just count it up at the end rather than trying to figure it out as we go. Question number 6. What year did the Berlin Wall fall? I'm doing lots of things that rhyme this time. Is it 1985, 87, 89, or 91? When did the Berlin Wall fall? Oh, a bit of a spread. The correct answer is 89. Marked by, of course, you will all know, David Hasselhoff. Texas Tom, Mona Lee, and Zenny McGinger definitely still in. Possibly some other hero members are still in. Sorry, that made me laugh. My ex used to play off 7. I played one round with her and she gave me 40 shots. And the back 9, I was being gifted gimmies for anything within 30 feet, and I still. We need to have a round of golf, please. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like that. That's really cruel. Question number 7. Let's moving swiftly on. Question number 7. What gets wetter the more it dries? Now, there's a little bit of extra time here because I'm expecting you to type in your answer. What gets wetter the more it dries? Type in your answer. Stevie P's legit out. Lisa hates riddles. Eduardo thinks the desert. Some of the answers are not safe for work. What gets wetter the more it dries? Here are some of the answers. A towel, cabbage, ice. Ice gets wetter the warmer it gets, not the more it dries. A riddle, my appetite, I have no clue. My mum. The answer was a towel. So if you put a towel or a towel slash cloth or towel, you got the answer for that one. Zenny, the only legitimate non-wrong answer giver. Wow. Again, don't mean to sound surprised. She's a strong and confident, independent lady who knows things. Question number 8. Which sports brand uses this logo? Is that Reebok, Asics, Under Armour, or New Balance? And yes, I have just also noticed that some of them are spelt wrong. You know what I mean, though. Reebok was the most popular answer and the correct answer. Well done if you went Reebok. She did go Reebok. Going to need another refreshing beverage before we go into question number 9. That question is because I started watching earlier the new Shaq documentary about him taking over Reebok. And I realised I had never noticed that that was the Reebok logo. So there you go. Question number 9. A diet of whole milk and what contains all the nutritional requirements for humans? Is it potato, celery, peanuts, or cheese? A diet of whole milk and what contains enough of, or all the nutritional requirements for humans? The Irish can't be wrong with potatoes, says Brian. Is he right? 6 people agree with him. Or is it peanuts? It's potatoes. Wah, wah, wah. But you still have your lifelines in it because you are a hero member. So you need to get this one right. Final question. What is the instrument of choice for jazz legends Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich, and Max Roach? Do they play the bass, the trumpet, the drums, or the clarinet? Oh, everyone going with the picture. Drums. So unless you chose drums, Mandy, nobody won. So now I need to go and look at the rankings and see who got what points. Nobody got 9 questions correct, unfortunately. So that means I get to play this sound. And I don't need to send anything to America. And I lost. Back to hating everything. So, thank you everyone for playing. That was fun. Sorry for laughing so heartily at Joker. Freudian slip there. The reason I laughed was, so your comment was, I used to play it. My ex used to play off 7, so I used to play off 6. This is the fact that someone gave you 40 shots and you couldn't beat them. That just made me laugh. But the last time I played golf, I used to play off 6 a long time ago. A long time ago. And I went on So the golf weekend I've been invited on in July is the same thing, but it was like 2, 3 years ago was the last time that I went. And playing golf when you haven't played regularly, or you, because I've got 3 kids and a wife and a job and a YouTube channel and loads of fish tanks. I have no time to play golf. So I'm not playing golf. So I sporadically will go to the driving range every now and again, or I would go and play the odd round here and there. But that was it. So I went to this golf weekend. You're playing like 2 rounds a day for 3 days, and it was fine. It was fine. I think I got did all right. But you know, when you're harboring a memory of being good at something and then you're mediocre at something, I posit that that is more frustrating than never being good at something and just doing it for fun. It's so much more. I was I wasn't having fun. Nobody I was with was having fun because I was just giving it up. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God. And they were like, you've hit it 20 yards past me. And I was like, I know, but I should have hit it 100 yards past you. You're rubbish. Or I shot 80 there. And they're like, yeah, that was really good. I'm like, no, that's bollocks. Blah, blah. So I didn't enjoy it. They didn't enjoy it. And I vowed I'm never going to play again. Unless I can put some time into it. It's just not enjoyable. I need to have a complete switch of mind to think it doesn't matter if you used to be good, you're not anymore. You're just doing it for the walk. You're just doing it for fun. And if every now and again you hit a big massive drive or a really nice putt or a really short chip, that's a bonus rather than expecting that every time. Because it was just it was not soul destroying. That's maybe a bit too far, but it was like getting kicked in the nuts constantly. You're like, I know I can do this. I know I can do this much better. I can do this better than the majority of people here. Yeah, I can't anymore. Why not? So that it like properly did me in. So I used to love golf, and I still love watching golf. I still like keeping up with. I watch the Masters every year. I'd like to watch the golf. I like to watch YouTube channels about golf. Just I don't have enough time to do it. I need to win the lottery. If I win the lottery tonight, I will take it up again. That's the only way it's going to happen. So that was my explanation. It's a towel. It is indeed a towel. My favourite training shoe is in the suede classic model. Is this because we're talking about Reebok? Never heard of them. Well, that's the idea about them. Yeah. So Stevie P was the only one that got the drummer question right. I thought there'd be a few drummers in there. It might get a few of you, but clearly not. Even I knew that, and I hate jazz. Jazz is stupid and rubbish. Applegal is going to be cleaning her minnow tank after this, but I'll be listening in the background, so we should all like talk about our hushed tones. Golf looks good for walking. It is. It's often described as a waste of a good walk. It's kind of the perfect thing, except it takes far too long. There needs to be like even when I was good at golf, used to play all the time. There should be like an offshoot of golf, like you know how cricket has 2020 because cricket's ridiculously stupid. That's a game that takes 4 days to play and can still be a draw. Nobody needs that. But they have 2020 where you get 20 overs and that's it. Golf needs a version of 2020 where you have like 6 holes and that's it. 6 holes, a long drive, a putting contest, clubhouse, done. You're done in an hour and a half, something like that. And especially like even when I was still playing it, slow play was a massive thing that people would just take forever. And you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, get on with it. You are not Tiger Woods. Just take the shot. Take the shot. Golf is fun, as is disc golf. All golf. If it's golf, I'm in. I mean, frisbee golf's that does sound fun. Oh no, you don't like me saying frisbee golf. Disc golf. Does sound fun. What's the other one? The foot golf. Have you tried that? And foot pool is another one. They look fun. I like playing Outlaw Golf and Mario Golf on a Nintendo. And I've even used the little club attachment for the controller. Does that count? Of course it does. Yes. My claim to fame is I was once the 287th or 278th in the world at Tiger Woods on the PlayStation and the Xbox. No, it was Xbox because it was the first Tiger Woods 98, was it? No, it must have been Tiger Woods 2000, something like that. The first Tiger Woods game where they had online play. Too much because I did a lot of night shifts where I didn't have to do much work, so I just played computer games all night, and I got really good at that. I was like top 300 in the world at Tiger Woods. Good jazz live? Nope. Good jazz live is good? Nope. There's no such thing. No. That's the equivalent of an oxymoron sentence. There's no good jazz. Quite correct. Forget walking. It's the only sport that's legal to drink and drive. Get a golf cart. Yeah. Yes, I do like a good golf cart. I went to America to play golf once, on like a scholarship thing. And would I have been 15, 16, something like that? Which in Scotland is drinking age. Um, but when I was 15, 16, I looked 18/21, so we could get beers and stuff. And I remember getting beers, and we got in America, they only use golf carts. We don't. When I was a kid, we didn't use golf carts. When we went to America, everybody had golf carts. I just remember getting smashed on golf courses, driving in and out of bunkers, through lakes, drinking beers, going woo, with all these people going. That was it. That was fun. Hooker's got 6 holes. I went to a driving range once and promptly decided golf wasn't for me after I rolled an entire bucket worth of balls off the end of the platform. None went airborne. I did once go to a driving range that had 2 levels, and we went up to the top level with a girlfriend at the time. And I was trying to show her how to play. I was thinking, well, if I get her into it, then I can spend time playing golf and seeing my girlfriend. No problems. And with her very first shot, she hit the bucket and knocked the entire bucket of balls off the end of the thing. I was like, okay, right, let's go home then. Fine. I'm okay with frisbee golf. Oh, I remember you giving me a lecture about frisbee golf once. I like the football golf. I quite like that. I like the fact that they get dressed up in football kits to like exert no exercise whatsoever. That always makes me laugh. Golf sucks and it's not even a real sport. How very dare you? I used to go at 5 a.m. and play a round of golf in a couple of hours. Sunday comps used to be painfully slow. 5 hours with yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've just not got time for that. I can't. I don't believe anyone has. Eduardo once hit a hole in one from an inch away. I don't think that counts. You've done it again, Rebecca. Lovely jazz. It's an oxymoron. Yeah, obviously. jazz is great and all that, skillful, and just not understanding it. But no, it's like nails on a blackboard to me. I'm not having it. I was in the top 10 in the world on a game called Warhawk, which came exclusively for the PS3 when it came out. A war game where you can be ground, driving a vehicle, or dogfights. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't that good. I think top 300. I can't quite remember if it was 278 or 287, but those were the numbers. What course did you play here in America? Well, a bunch of them. So we went to Colorado, no, New York State, Boston, Colorado were the three places that we played. Any of the names of any of the courses, but some of them were lovely. I was best recruit, Tynemouth Army Cadets 1983. If that gets me an extra life. Nope, $4.99 a month. That gets you an extra life. The only jazz I liked was the Transformer. Or Jazzy Jeff. Yeah. Jazz. Oh dear. Right. Now what I need from you is we need a couple of topics. Because we've not done it for a couple of weeks. So I think we should serenade the night away. I love jazz because I played jazz. Jazz players are the only people who like jazz. In my experience, that is true as well. So we need some themes, some styles, and we're going to have a little bit of a serenade to end the evening. I hate to think what AI generated jazz will look like or sound like. But can it be any worse? Oof. So what do we want a song about? So we need, what do you want to hear a song about? And what style do you want to hear it in? The first one we're going to hear it in is in the style of jazz, but what do you want to hear about? In fact, we're going to go with smooth jazz because that's my least favourite type of jazz. In fact, I'm going to set up the first song, go for a quick pee-pee, and then come back and we'll do the next one. So, I will be back. Hopefully this will last more than 3 minutes and give me a chance to get back up to the loo and back again. A comfort break, Eduardo, a PP. Enjoy some jazz. Some smooth jazz, smooth jazz sounds. Smoking.
They say that jazz is but a mess, chaos dressed in Sunday best. But oh, its charm, its secret guise, is found when hands and keys collide. The trumpet sighs, the saxophone weeps, in rhythms deep where silence sleeps. It's not a tune you simply hum, it's life itself, we're all know notes come. So play it loud or play it low. The magic's in the ebb and flow, a dance of hearts, a soulful stream, the music born of fleeting dreams. Each note a spark, a lover's glance, a call to risk, to take a chance. Improvised like fleeting time, a fleeting kiss, a fleeting rhyme. The strings will hum, the drums will sigh, beneath the moon, beneath the sky. And those who scoff, who do not play, will never hear what jazz can say. So play it loud or play it low. The magic's in the ebb and flow, a dance of hearts, a soulful stream, the music born of fleeting dreams. In the ebb and flow, a dance of hearts, a soulful stream, the music born of fleeting dreams. So play it loud or play it low. The magic's in the ebb and flow, a dance of hearts, a soulful stream, the music born of fleeting dreams.
It didn't like that. Let me try this one. Stephen trying to tell us that there was different types of jazz
They say
that are
jazz is rubbish, a riddle, a mess, a tumble of notes in a wrinkled dress. But sit with a sax or a piano's grace, and you'll find the rubbish is a whole other place. It's chaos and color, it sways and it bends, a language of music where rules suspend. You can't pin it down, it's a butterfly's flight, but play it yourself and you'll see the light. Oh, it's jazz, sweet jazz, where the soul takes the wheel. Every note is a story, every chord you can feel. It's not for the ear alone, it's for hands and the heart. Pick up an instrument, that's where the love starts. walks a line, the trumpet will cry. The drums patter questions to the notes in reply. It's a puzzle of freedom, a dance in the air. You won't call it rubbish if you've ever been there. So don't judge the tune from the outside, my friend. The real magic blooms when the hands comprehend. The sweat, the mistakes, the joy and the strife. Jazz isn't rubbish, it's a part of the life. Oh, it's jazz, sweet jazz, where the soul takes the wheel. Every note is a story, every chord you can feel. It's not for the ear alone, it's for hands and the heart. Pick up an instrument, that's where the love starts.
They say that jazz is just a bluff, a bunch of notes not good enough. But if it's wrong, then I'll confess I am happy lost in this sweet mess. A tune that twists, it sways, it bends, a melody that never ends. Improvise, yet somehow true, each note a world, a rendezvous. Oh, can't carry a tune, they say. But I hum my heart in my own way. It's not the rules, it's the delight of dancing notes through endless night. A saxophone will croon and cry, a trumpet kisses the moonlit sky. They call it chaos, but I believe it's a gift you feel, not just receive. So let the critics turn their nose to where the wildest rhythm grows. It's not perfection that we seek, it's the language of the soul we speak.
I mean, this is definitely bad jazz. Are we all agreed? Yeah. What's good jazz? Because I think I've reached a phase in my life where I would like to start to get into things. Jazz is a thing people get into. I can appreciate good artistry. This is what I call jazz. Somebody going do and like playing 15 notes where 4 were fine. So what is good? What are we missing out on? Give me some pointers. Also, Warhammer. Is that a thing I should get into? One of my kids is potentially going to get into it, and he's going to need some assistance to get into it, and I might be that assistance. Any of you do any of that stuff? How does one start? It seems like far too big a subject to get started with. I don't know where to start. Don't know whether I should start. If it's just going to annoy me. Seems like fun. Seems like there's 3 or 4 different people get into it for the painting, people get into it for the collecting, people get into it for the stories, people get into it for the gaming. I don't know. What do we think? Anyway, here's Brian and the Silver Dollars in the Battle of the Bands.
Silver
try this one for size.
Graham's got a tank, it's a watery fight. The guppies and the tetras, they don't unite. The angelfish are glaring, fins in the air. It's a soap opera, underwater despair. Mega Tank 1, Mega Tank 2, but the drama keeps bubbling. What's he gonna do? Gotta keep them swimming, keep them apart. Graham's fishy chaos is a work of art. The cephalids are plotting, they've got a plan. The better's in the corner, he's a one-fish band. The pleco's just cleaning, minding his biz, but the gouramis are gossiping. Whose fault is this? Mega Tank 1, Mega Tank 2, but the drama keeps bubbling. What's he gonna do? Gotta keep them swimming, keep them apart. Creamy's fishy chaos is a work of art. Graham dreams of peace, just one quiet day. But the bombs and the mollies want it their way. A third mega tank, is that what it takes to stop the fin fights and the aquatic quake? Now he's sketching plans, measuring the space. A tank so big, it's a fishy embrace. But even then, will they get along, or will Graham be singing the same old song? Mega Tank 1, Mega Tank 2, but the drama keeps bubbling. What's he gonna do? Gotta keep them swimming, keep them apart. Mega Tank 1, Mega Tank 2, but the drama keeps bubbling. What's he gonna do? Gotta keep them swimming, keep them apart. Cream's fishy chaos is a work of art.
You'll be right, Mary.
They step into the ring, no gloves, no grace. A battle of egos and chaotic grace. One's got rockets, the other a tower. Fighting for the crown of ultimate power. Who's the worst in history? They'll claim the crown. Throwing wild punches, tearing it all down. With every tweet and every smirk they fight. In the spotlight, under the neon light. One's got a Tesla, one's got a 10. Both trading blows with their master plan. From Mars to the markets, they leave a trail. A circus of chaos that never goes stale. Who's the worst in history? They'll claim the crown. Throwing wild punches, tearing it all down. With every tweet and every smirk they fight. In the spotlight, under the neon light. The crowd goes wild as they take the stage. The dish out fame, but rewriting rules to suit their game. From Twitter wars to lawsuits galore, it's a heavyweight clash you can't ignore.
And now for something a little less screamy and, in general, less depressing.
Fishy tale of a mastermind's heart. Oh, Brian the clever fish swimming free. Your scheme's so sly, like a mystery. You got your own tank with a swish and a splash. No one suspects your calculated dash.
goes under the sky. He's not aggressive.
Yeah, I think these ones are a bit sleep-inducing, and we don't need that on this channel. We've had too much of that. So let's try this one. Bit of trance.
In the corner of my mind, there's a glassy sea, a shimmering world that's calling to me. Fish of every color swimming side by side, a peaceful place where they all reside. Building a dream tank under the stars, a haven for harmony, no wars, no scars. Every scale glows like a painted spark. In my dream fish tank, love leaves its mark. No snapping jaws, no chasing tails, just flowing fins and whispered tales. The water dances in the soft moonlight, a tranquil kingdom glowing so bright. Building a dream tank under the stars, a haven for harmony, no wars, no scars. Every scale glows like a painted spark. In my dream fish tank, love leaves its mark. I'll add the castles, the plans that sway, a world of wonders in every way. Every bubble rises like a hopeful tune. My dream fish tank under the moon. Building a dream tank under the stars, a haven for harmony, no wars, no scars. Every scale glows like a painted spark. In my dream fish tank, love leaves its mark.
Brian the fish dreams of the green, swinging the club like he's on the scene. Water hazards are his only fear, but he's got fins and a can-do cheer. Brian the fish wants to play golf. He's got a passion he can't turn off. A tiny putter clutched in his fin. He's ready to dive and win. He's Brian the fish in a pond so deep, dreaming of greens where golfers leap. He's got no clubs, just fins to swing, but he's got big dreams and a zest for spring. Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swinging his fins in a watery way. No caddy, no cart, just a wish so bold, a golfing fish with a heart of gold. He's eyeing the hole from his algae throne, plotting his course with a coral stone. A ripple for luck, a bubble for cheer. Brian's ready to be a golf pioneer. Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swinging his fins in a watery way. No caddy, no cart, just a wish so bold, a golfing fish with a heart of gold. The turtles laugh, the crabs just stare, but Brian's got dreams beyond compare. He's rolling the tide like it's his fairway, chasing the sun in his fish ballet. Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swing his fins in a watery way. So bold, a fish with a Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swinging his fins in a watery way. No caddy, no cart, just a wish so bold, a golfing fish with a heart of gold. Hey, yeah, yeah,
Who knew golfing fish would be such a popular subject?
Brian the fish in the pond so deep, dreaming of greens where golfers leap. He's got no clubs, just fins to swing, but he's got big dreams and a zest for spring. Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swinging his fins in a watery way. No caddy, no cart, just a wish so bold, a golfing fish with a heart of gold. He's eyeing the hole from his algae throne, plotting his course with a coral stone. A ripple for luck, a bubble for cheer. Brian's ready to be a golf pioneer. Oh, Brian the fish just wants to play, swinging his fins in a watery way. No caddy, no cart, just a wish so bold, a golfing fish with a heart of gold. The turtles laugh, the crabs just stare, but Brian's got dreams beyond compare. He's rolling the tide like it's his fairway, chasing the sun in his fish ballet. feet are tired, your heart's ablaze. We own this night in a million ways. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. The night's not over, it's just unclear. Thank you for the fire, thank you for the cheer. See you next week, we'll do it up here. The stage is quiet, but it still hums. The beat of joy, it always drums. Your voices linger there in my soul. This night was ours, we reached the goal. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. The night's not over, it's just unclear. Thank you for the fire, thank you for the cheer. See you next week, we'll do it up here. The stars above us, they nod and wink. The moon's a witness to the brink of something real, something bright. We'll meet again another night. You don't have to go home, but you can stay